Hello everyone, welcome to my another flight video. Today I'm going to use the Boeing 777-300ER aircraft of Korean Air from Jeju to Pyongyang Sunan International Airport. Okay, now let's start the flight. Okay. 이거 갑자기 비지? Follow. Low. Tap. Okay, nose. Check. Nose. Check. Landing gear check. Right engine check. Rear landing gear check. Right center wing check. Right center fuselage check. Forward fuselage check. Center wing check. Right wing leading edge check. Right wing tip check. Right wing trailing edge check. Right air fuselage check. Okay, now let's check the tail. Okay, tail. APU check. 비 엄청 오네. 그러니까요. Left landing gear check. Left AF fuselage check. Left wing trailing edge check. Left wing tip check. Left wing trailing edge check. 오케이, 이제 엔진만 남았습니다. Left engine check. Okay, security car. Found it. 오, 오늘따라 날씨가 영 안 좋네요. 그러니까. 오케이, 고마워요. 네. 제주에 가요. Return to aircraft. Okay, DNC vehicle set. DNC vehicle. Done. Top brake set. Battery on. APU on. No smoking sign on. Seatbelt sign on. Logo lights on.
Information. Romeo at 0822 Zulu. Departure runway 07. Transition level 150. Wind 045 degrees. 4 knots. Overcast at 6,700 feet. Storm. Temperature 21 dew point 19 QNH 1021.
Okay, engines alarm check. Fire alarm check. Fuel alarm check. ASY alarm check. Landing alarm check. Spoilers alarm check. Flaps alarm check. Rudder alarm check. Brake alarm check. Roll alarm check. Reverse thrusters alarm check. Ice alarm check. Radar alarm check. Sensors alarm check. Electric systems check. Hydraulic systems check. Tires alarm check. Proximity alarm check. Stall alarm check. Overspeed alarm check. Taxiing speed alarm check. Low speed alarm check. Gear speed alarm check. Speed limit alarm check. Okay. 오케이, fuel quantity. 네, 이제 기름 넣고요. 식사 넣고. 네, 식사 일단 넣습니다. 식상.
Turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow or carry on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt, and also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit,
내일은
please carefully the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask the flight attendant to remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatory. Tampering with, disabling or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure and crossing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chief flight attendant. On behalf of our captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard. At this time, make sure your seat belts and tray tables are in their full upright position and that your seat belt is correctly fastened. Also, your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made upon arrival. Thank you.
Hotel Lima 7203 request pushback. Roger, Korean Air 235, pushback approved to west. Roger, pushback approved, Korean Air 235. 네, 제주 지상현대팀, pushback 허가 받았습니다. 예, 박백 풀어주세요. 예, 풀었습니다. pushback 하겠습니다. 예.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit inside. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you.
Engine 2 on. Engine 1 start. Public set. Pushback on. Lights. Taxi lights on. Flaps set to 15. Okay, APU off. Eyes on. Taxi lights on. Nav lights on. Before takeoff. Strobe lights on. Takeoff flag shifting set. Flight controls. Check. 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 Korean Air 235, Jeju ground, request taxi to runway 07. Roger, Korean Air 235, clear to taxi to runway 07, Korean Air, Jeju ground. Roger, clear to taxi to runway 07, Korean Air 235. Okay, let's get out of here. Cabin lights off. Flight controls checked. Okay, turn left. 여기서 왼쪽. 오케이, 좋아요. 잘 갑니다. Asian 214, Jeju ground, follow Korean Air, 777, ahead. Roger, follow Korean Air 235, Asian 221.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
We are now ready to take off. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and all baggage is secured underneath your seat or in the overhead compartment. Also, our table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please switch to airplane mode or personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Enjoy your flight.
그리고 오늘 비행은 좀 순탄치가 않을 것 같은데요. 그러니까 엄청 폭풍 몰아치네. 잠깐만, 관제에서 교신 돈다. Queen Air 235, Jeju ground, contact tower when holding point runway 07. Roger, Queen Air 235, contact Jeju tower on holding point runway 07. Queen Air 235. 그러니까 비가 엄청 오네요. 그러니까 비가 엄청 오고 와 비가 장난도 아닌데요. 비. 그러니까 Asian 1, contact tower on holding point runway 07, Asian 1. Roger, contact tower on contact holding point runway 07, Asian 1. 오케이, 됐어. 기장님, 응? 오늘 완전 심상치 않은 비행이 될 것 같아요. 그러니까 날씨 하나 더 있고 수박입니다. 과연 이거를 이 위험지역을 빨리 벗어날 수 있을지 걱정입니다. 그러게. 이게 빨리 이렇게 잘 벗어나야 나도 마음이 편한데. 그러니까 오늘 같은 날은 잘 미끄러진다. 잘 봐야 된다. 그러니까 그냥 잘 가네. 잘못 맞춰놓으니까. 한라산이 안 보이지? 한라산 원래 여긴데 눈을 가려져갖고 안 보이네요. 잘. 그러니까 Korean 235 contacting Jeju Tower 125.82 끝에 bye-bye. 끝에 Korean 235 Hotel Lima 7203 Jeju Tower checking in. Jeju Tower, Korean 235, careful takeoff, runway 07, wind speed 3 knots from 4530 degrees, careful takeoff, Korean 235. Asian 221, contact tower 125.82, good day, roger. Hotel Lima 5453, checking in. Asian 221, hold short, runway, hold 07, Korean Air is about for takeoff, runway 07. Roger that, holding short, holding point, runway 07, Asian 221. Okay, let's go. Clear. Korean Air 256, is on 437 nautical miles of Jeju International. Request landing clearance runway 07. Roger. Continue approach. Korean Air 231. Okay. Okay, Pyongyang, here we come. Korean 235, clear to land, is on takeoff roll on runway 07, Korean 235. Roger, clear. 80 knots, check. Korean 231, is on takeoff roll, runway 07. Roger, clear to land, runway 07, Asian, Korean 231. Positive climb, gear up, Autopilot engaged. After takeoff, pause rate, gear up. Flaps 5 set.
Airspeed low. Airspeed.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps up. After takeoff checks complete. Landing lights off. Dolphin seatbelt sign off. Ice is all. Ice off. Cabin lights as requested. 와, 이거 미쳤는데.
Bank angle.
Autopilot disengaged. 이제 그나마 좀 좋아지는구만. 아, 아까 추락하는 줄 알고 아슬아슬 했구만. 그러니까요. 이제 이거 좀 약간 잠잠해지면 요즘 돈이라고 고도가 좀 약간 떨어졌긴 했는데 그래도 무사히 좋아. 이제 쓱쓱 올라간다 이제.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
그래도 구름 속으로 올라가면 괜찮이 있겠지. 쫙 이제 올라가네. 이제 다행이다. 만 버섯입니다. Queen Air 235, contact Queen Air 235, you're airborne. Queen Air 235, contact departure 125.25. Good day, bye-bye. Good day, Queen Air 235. Hotel Lima 7203, departure, checking in. Departure, Queen Air 235, passing 14,000. Roger, departure, Queen Air 235, radar contact. Continue vectors to Pyongyang Sunan International. Roger, proceeding course, Queen Air 235.
Flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as a snack. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
아예 그냥 고인식으로 숨었다가 들어갔다가 숨었다가 들어갔다가 그러는구나. 그러니까 그러네. 뭐야? 와, 진짜 아슬아슬했다. 그러니까 추락할 줄 알았는데 그래도 띄웠네. 다행이다.
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as dinner. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
좀 나아진 것 같다. 그러니까 이제 비는 안 오고 와이퍼 오프. 아이스 온. Ice on. Cabinets are out. 도착해서 밥이나 먹어야지. 오. 그래도 이제 무사히 고도를 높이니까 그래도 다행이네요. 그러니까요. 25,000피트 올라갑니다 이제. 왜 이렇게 어둡지 근데? 날씨가 어두운 건가 아니면은 이 해가 지려고 그러니까 그러네. 또 밤빙이 되겠네 이거. 이렇게 됐고 그 다음에 뭐야 빨리 집에 가서 평양 가서 뭐라도 먹고 싶네요. 맛있는 거 많겠지 뭐. 그러니까 참 맞다. 그거 내가 해놨지 시계. 자 이제 또 구석으로 숨었어요. TOD Cabin Crew Advised. 자 이제 또 좀 나왔어요. 자 이제 또 들어갑니다. 나왔다가 들어갔다 나왔다가 들어갔다 완전 그것을 하고 있네요. 아주 좋은데요. 그래도 쉥. 자 이제 또 금속으로 숨었어요. 그래도 이제 완전 날씨가 안 좋은 날인데요. 오늘 날씨가 이제 3만 올라갑니다 이제. 자 안 보였다 보였다가 안 보였다 보였다가 계속 그거를 하고 있으니 자 이제 또 들어갔네요. 나왔다가 보였다가. 자 또 나왔어요. 이제 금속으로. 금속에서 또 들어갑니다. 금속으로 이제. Cabinets off. Check. 커플라이트는 켜놓고 TOC 오케이. TOC 도착. 다시 또 금속으로 숨었죠. 자, TOC 자, 이제 35,000피트 cruising out to 35,000 군산 센터 호텔 리마 7203 report 35,000 Roger. 군산 센터 광주 센터 radar contact. Proceed on course to Pyongyang Sunan International. Roger. 자, 이제 또 공속으로 또 사라졌네요. 자, 이제 속도 올라갑니다. 이제 풀로 올라가. 네, 이제 230노트. 좋아요. Nope, in-flight turbulence.
Cabin crew, please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We are now crossing a zone of turbulence. Please return your seats and keep your seatbelts fastened. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick update on our flight. The weather is windy. Enjoy the rest of our flight.
손님 여러분, 안녕하십니까. 저는 여러분을 평양 순환국제공항까지 모시고 갈 기장 안채정입니다. 현재 우리 비행기는 35,000피트로 순항하고 있으며, 속도는 299, 그리고 지상 속도는 468노트로 순항 중에 있습니다. 평양 순환국제공항까지 도착 시간은 1시간 36분이며, 평양 날씨는 바람이 많이 불고 비가 오는 상태이라고 합니다. 승객 여러분께서는 안전한 비행에 주의하시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying Korean Air Flight 742 bound for Pyongyang. We are now cruising at 35,000 feet and our indicated airspeed is 600-264 knots and our ground speed is 472 knots. And we will arrive at Pyongyang Sunan International Airport in about an hour. But please make sure that you make your fasten seatbelt because heavy carry-on items may shift it during the flight. Thank you. 아, 빨리 벗어나야 되는데. 그러니까요. 그래야 이 언제까지 계속 될런지. 패신저를 한번 볼까요? 패신저를 36분 남았습니다. 광주 Center Korean Air 235 contact 군산 Center 125.82 그때 Roger contact 군산 Center 125.52 Hotel Lima 7203 군산 Center check-in Windsor Center, we're cruising, we are at 35,000. Roger, Windsor Center, radar contact, proceed on course to Pyongyang Sunan International Airport. Roger, proceed on course to Pyongyang Sunan International Airport, Korean Air 235. 자, 날씨가 엄청 안 좋아요, 오늘. 네, 엄청 안 좋네요, 지금. 지금 비행기가 이제 구름 사이로 왔다 갔다 하고 있어요, 지금. 아, 이제 좀 내려갔네요. 아, 이게 터뷸런스가 빨리 돼야 되는데 이게 해결이 안 되고 있으니 참 허무합니다. 자, 이제 구름 조금 나왔어요, 이제. 네, 아주 좋아요. 이제 38분 도착이네. 그럼 빨리 가서 주차해놓고 여기 가서 밥 먹고 그래야 되겠다. 아우, 배고프다. 오케이, 좋아요.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been cleared to land at our destination. Please make sure one last time your seatbelt is securely fastened. The flight attendants are currently passing around the cabin to make a final compliance check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses. Thank you.
손님 여러분, 잠시 후 우리 비행기는 착륙하겠습니다. 좌석 등받이와 의자를 똑바로 해주시고 등받이 테이블을 똑바로 해주시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다. Ladies and gentlemen, our flight will be landing shortly, so make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened and seatbelt is securely fastened and put your tables and trays in upright position. Thank you. 이제 나왔네요. Approach. Park brake. 2 set spoilers. Armed. 남았네. 미안해. 지금 Queensland Center, Korean Air 235, contact Seoul Center 125.52. Good day. Roger, contact Seoul Center 125.52. Good day. Hotel Lima 7203, Seoul Center checking in. Roger, Korean Air 235, radar contact, proceed on course to Pyongyang Sunan International. Roger, proceed on course to Pyongyang Sunan International, Korean Air 235. 와, 진짜 오늘 날씨가 왜 이렇게 미쳤냐, 오늘. 그러니까요. 여기는 완전히 비 오는 날씨고, 제주는 완전히 비 오는 날씨고. 와, 이렇게 왔다 갔다 너무, 그러니까요. 힘드네요. 휴. TOGC까지 8분. Korean Air 235, proceed on course to Pyongyang Sunan International, Korean Air 235. Korean Air 235, we have traffic in 1.5 miles. Korean Air traffic inside Korean Air 235. What do you want us to do? Nothing? Okay, Roger, Korean Air 235, remaining our current altitude, Korean Air 235. Roger. 이제 7분 남았습니다. 이제 여기만 하면 이제 내려갑니다. 몇 번 남았네? 내일은 내일은 토요일. 아, 내일 월요일이지. 가다 보면 내려가겠죠, 뭐, 기장이. 그러니까, 좋아. 지금 아까 5분 남았다고 그랬으니까, 지금 4분 남았네? 뭐야, 하강으로 조금씩 다 하고 있네, 그래도. 자, 이제 몇 분 남았나 볼까? 아직 4분이네. 그래도 이제 직방으로 내리니까, 삼 번. 그럼 저거 숨었다가 나오고, 또 숨었다가 나오고. 슝. 아, 아직 바다구나. 60차가 아직 멀었지. 2분. 뭐야, 그럼 갑자기 없어져 버렸네? 아, 그러면 그러니까 남쪽에만 다 몰려 있었고, 뭐야, 제주는 비 오고 그런가 보네. 그런가 봐요. 슝. 이제 1분. 이제 그 다음 하강. 좀 빠르네. 빨리 왔네. 그러니까요. 인천 타워, 인천 센터, Korean Air 235, descend to 5,000. Roger, after TOD, descending 5,000, Korean Air 235. 자, 이제 9,000피트로 곧 내려갈 준비를 해야 됩니다. 좋아요. 네, 이제 내려갑니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting the descent to our destination. The weather is windy. Enjoy the rest of our flight. Sink rate, hold up. 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 Sink rate, hold up.
2만 피트.
Sink rate, hold up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull 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 up. Sink rate. Pull. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull
ขี่มา
up.
พิเธอมาน
Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up.
มันชื่อช้อน
Sink rate. Pull.
มันช้อน
Sink. Sink rate. Pull. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Sink rate. Sink. Pull up.
บานช้อน
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up.
บาน
Sink rate. Pull up. Sink rate.
ช้อนเทส
Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull. Sink. Sink rate. Pull. Sink
you
rate.
check approach spoilers armed landing flaps
Flaps.
1
Flaps.
couple lights dim to set flaps 1 set
Flaps.
flaps 5 set flaps
Flaps.
15 set flaps
Flaps.
20 set flaps 25 set landing flaps 25 set down Pyongyang Center, Korean Air 235, PG. (12분) 남았다 이제. 내일이 화요일. 내일은 월요일이니까 오늘 가서 쉬었다가 비행기를 미안. 내일은 월, 모레가 화. 이제 보이기 시작한다. 구분 남았네. Pyongyang Center, Queen 235, contact Pyongyang Center 125.5, take a day. Roger. Queen Hotel Lima 7203, Pyongyang Center checking in. Pyongyang Center, Queen 235, radar contacts, clear to land, runway 01. Queen 235, you're number 1 for landing for runway 01. Roger. Queen 235, clear for approach, runway 01, Queen 235. Queen 235, contact Pyongyang Tower 125.5, night, good night. Roger. Contact Tower 125.5, good day. Good night. Hotel Lima 7203, Pyongyang Tower, checking in. Pyongyang Tower, Queen 235, radar contact, you are number 1 for landing runway 01. Roger, Queen 235, Roger, we are number 1 for approach. Queen 235, Pyongyang Tower, report on final runway 01. Roger, Korean Air 235, will report runway 01, Korean Air 235. AirAsia flight 121, follow Korean Air, Boeing 777, Korean Air Heavy, Asian Pyongyang Tower, AirAsia flight 121, Korean traffic in sight, follow Korean Air, we are number 4, land runway 01, AirAsia flight 121, Roger, clear to land runway 01, number 2 for approach, runway 01, AirAsia flight 121. 몇 분 남았네? Korean Air 1111, clear for takeoff, runway 01, wind speed 9 knots from 3320 degrees, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Korean Air 2111. Korean Air 111, we are airborne. Korean Air 111, contact Pyongyang departure 125.82. Good night, bye bye. Good night, Korean Air 111. Okay, gear down. Approach, gear down. 보인다, 보이기는. 내일은 금요일, 모레가, 내일은 월요일이지. 거의 다 왔네요, 기장님. 그러니까. 이게 밤 비행기가 돼버렸네요, 오늘. 그러니까. 여러분, 타월 한번 봐볼까요? 아직 아니네. Landing gear, check down brakes to set. Autopilot, auto requested. 일단 어프로치니까. Okay. Well, Korea 251, 225, Pyongyang Tower, reporting on final runway. Correction, 3 nautical miles from Pyongyang Sunan International Airport. Request clearance to land runway 01. Roger, clear to land 01, wind speed 9 knots from 33168 knots from 3320 degrees, clear to land. Clear to land, Korean Air 235. 오케이, 4분. Korean Air 235, Tower, runway. 지금 타워비가 안 나오는구나, 너무 멀어서. 오케이. 3분 남았습니다, runway. 내일은 목요일. 오케이, 이제 1분. Korea 235, Pyongyang Tower, report on final on 01. Roger, Korea 235, wind speed 9 knots from 5 knots from 333, correction, 8 knots from 337 degrees, clear to land. Clear to land, Korea 235. AirAsia flight 11121, year number 2 for approach runway 01. Roger, AirAsia flight 111, year number 2 for approach runway 01. Asiana flight 555, home short runway 01, we got a traffic about on final runway 01. Roger, Pyongyang Tower, report on holding short runway 01, Asiana 555. Okay, let's go. 오케이, 이제 돕니다. 조금 선에. 그리고 랜드 파이널 랜딩 입니다. 그럼 좋아요. 아주 됐네요. 조만간 더 와서 자, 이제 거의 다 왔습니다. 이제 이쪽은 조금 꺾기만 하면 이제 착륙입니다. 자, 이제 랜딩 기어도 내려갔고, 자, 이제 조금만 돌기만 하면 됩니다. 삥! 자, 이제 평양 시내가 다 보입니다. 이제 APP armed approach. Air Asiana Flight 555 traffic in sight.
500. 400. Approaching minimums.
Continue.
300. Minimums. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 10.
Asian flight 111, line up and wait, runway 01. Roger, lining up on runway, Asian 111.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles clear until we are parked at the gate. Please use caution when opening the overhead compartments and removing items, since articles may have shifted during flight.
Korean Air 555, Korean Air 235, expedite runway 01. Roger, expedite runway 01, Korean Air 235. Asian flight 555, clear for takeoff, runway, clear for takeoff, runway, flaps up. Taxing lights, landing lights off, spoiler is down, strobe lights off, flaps are retracted, Asian Air Flight 155 clear for takeoff on 02, wind speed 5 knots from 7 knots from 3335 degrees, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Asian 221, Korean Air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have not yet reached the gate. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.
AirAsia Flight 111, clear to land runway 01, Korean Air 235, runway vacated, Korean Air 235, contact ground on 125.52, good day, good night, Korean Air 235, contact PM ground on 125.52, Hotel Lima 7203, PM ground, checking in, Korean Air 225, 225, continue taxiing to gate A5, Korean Air 225, roger. AirAsia Flight 55111, contact vacant runway to right and contact PM ground on 125.52, good day, good night, bye bye, good night. Air Asia Flight 111, runway 18, Air Asia Flight 111, contact Pyongyang ground 125.25, good night, bye-bye. Contact Pyongyang ground 125.5, then roger. 슬슬 오케이, 좋아요. 아주. 뭐야, 이게, 커브가 있어가지고 조심해서 다녀야 돼. Queen Air 235, crossing runway 01, roger, clear to cross runway 01, Queen Air 235. Air Asia Flight 111, Queen Air 255, runway 01, crossed, roger, Queen Air 235, runway crossed. Asia Flight 121, hold short runway 01, we got military aircraft incoming for Osan. Roger. Holding short runway 01, Air Asia Flight 111. 오케이. 이제부터 아주 좋아요. 오케이, 이제 꺾어요. 조금씩 꺾어서. 네, 좋아요. 됐습니다. 이제 쭉 꺾어서 다시 원위치로. 그러면 슬쩍이 들어온다. 차이 텄네. Air Asia Flight 111, clear to cross runway 01. Roger, cross runway 01, Asian View 111. 좋아하네. 조만간 있으면, 뭐야, 게이트 오니까, 이제 가만있어 봐. 이게 다 왔네 벌써. 자, 이제 그럼 파워를 끓이고 touching lights off. Engine number 1 off. Engine number 2 out. Continue. Nope.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for arrival and cross-check.
Buckle brake set. Yeah, lights off. Beacon lights off. Logo lights off. Conviction. Cabin lights off, cockpit lights off. Battery off. APU out. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for watching and see you on my next flight video. Thank you and goodbye.